Hello Aries, hello and welcome to your general tarot card reading for the second week of July. So when I flip the cards, and a couple of things here. First of all, it's about your own intuition and your emotions, and you might feel very conflicted and kind of vulnerable, vulnerable in a sense that you're going to let somebody know what your emotions, intentions are, and then you're going to kind of almost feels like you're going to say, oh, I didn't really meant it, or it wasn't. It's like you're going to extend the hand and then you're going to take your hand back. But let me start from the beginning. The theme of this week for you, Aries, is Three of Wands. As you can see, there is a lovely gentleman over there. He is standing, seeing what is ahead of him. I don't know how well you can see, but there is a road behind him and there are caravans behind him. So basically, it's all about you at the point in your life at that week, Aries, when you're going to be able to make certain decisions and you'll be able to plan ahead. It almost feels like you're right at a certain point. And this point is, I would say, a vintage point from which you can see what your options and possibilities are, and then is for you to choose the road ahead. So in terms of those emotions, we have the Page of Cups and we have a King of Cups. And as you can see, because I pulled the clarifier for the Page of Cups, it seems to be very nervous. Out of this chalice, there's a fish that's popped out of the chalice, and the page is really uncertain about what has happened, what is it that I'm feeling, what kind of emotions I have, and it feels a little bit confused and vulnerable. And then you have a King of Cups, and King of Cups, what he does, he's pouring the water out of the chalice. So this is a general read, so for some of you, you're going to kind of feel, and that it might be to do with this moon over here. Let me show it. So the moon is talking about feeling conflicted, not really understanding the basis for our emotions. It's all about the dark hour of the soul, or the dark night of the soul, dark night of the soul. And you might be overwhelmed with some kind of premonitions, emotions, feels, and because you're going to feel self-conflicted, you're going to kind of discard it, because you're going to kind of feel, I don't really need it in my life. It's either because this is a general read, some of you are going to make an offer and extend the hand towards someone and it's not going to be appreciated, or you're going to say or do something, then you're going to say, oh, I haven't done it, I didn't really mean it. So this is the overall thing that is coming through equally. This might be based on your kind of feeling that somebody is not really on your camp, is not really supporting you. You might kind of have a feeling that somebody is trying to piss on your parade, and this is not really the case. It's just the way how you see it, and is your attitude and is your projection. So what they say, your own emotions, because you're going to feel so unraveled by something, you're going to go in this kind of mode where you're going to most likely be highly irritated. You're going to feel a lot of, to the certain degree of irritation and frustration, and you might take on others. And what they say, this is really standing in your way. If you're going to choose to do it, it's not the best way forward. What else they say? There's some kind of financial opportunity here, or opportunity to start something new. So either this is going to do with finance and job and some kind of offer coming through, or you're going to choose to, because you're going to have financial backing to do something. You might feel relatively hopeful and secure about the future, and you're going to start executing your own plans, and you're going to go forward with something absolutely new. This might be a job, that might be your self-employment, that might be actually taking charge of something. So the overall message is, don't allow those emotions to unsettle you. Be focused on what is it that you want. You're in the perfect position to plan ahead. So it's almost like you might have that wobble, and you might feel other people that are not supportive or not supportive enough. And whatever you're going to do, because you're going to feel this way, you're going to cause the boat to rock, and it's going to be, that they say, it's most likely going to be your own doing. So the overall advice is to not allow those emotions to be your driver, your motivation. There is some kind of financial gain, some kind of new opportunities going to open this week, and because you're going to kind of feel like that's going to make you confident, and you're going to start planning ahead, you're going to start executing this plan, you're going to start something new. So what is the additional commentary over here? Oh, that is very interesting. What I heard, why is so important what others have to say. Focus on what you have, focus on your overall goal, focus on what you're trying to achieve, and other things that are not really for your concern. Most likely that they are just a phantoms, something that those emotions going to bring into the surface, and they say focus on yourself, focus on what is it that you have at hand here, what is it that you're planning on this longer term future, and just continue to striving for it. Okay, Aries, I think that's a very interesting read. If that read has resonated with you, please comment, like and share. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully we shall speak soon. See ya!